Welcome back to Destination Playdate. I am your host, Attack Slug, and this is Gun Trails, out now on catalog for a price of $6. It's a shmup, it's some bullet hell, it's a very difficult video game. Let's get in here and show you what that is, what that does, and it looks amazing on the Playdate. But playing a monochrome game of this genre is gonna be quite tricky, as usually you kind of know, alright, what the bullets look like and how they operate. Now, you've got two modes of firing here. I got hit there. Number one is just holding A as your basic mode of firing. Number two is your burst, or your blast, or whatever it is, and that is the meter next to the number down in the lower right-hand corner. Now, unfortunately, here you get no blast, so it's just avoid the bullets. Importantly, in this genre, it is your hitbox, which is the very center of your ship, is the hitbox. So the rest of the ship, not as important, and I just died. And that's, I think, where a lot of folks are going to die on that first big enemy, and you get a high score. There are online leaderboards, and we're going to hop back in. So, again, a hard game to talk over and also play at the same time, because it is very frantic, and it is very just hectic, and yeah, one of those. So, I love the genre, but man, I am not very good at the genre. So, of course, part of it is going to be memorizing these bullet patterns and knowing where the enemies come from, and I got hit there. Also, when you get hit, you have a shield. You use the shield to hit enemies with. That's going to increase your score exponentially. It's a good thing to do. But, of course, you only get 4 hits, so I don't know if at any point you get a higher score multiplier where it gets you any of those hits recharged or beating a boss. I honestly don't know. But importantly, here is where it's going to be the most difficult. Now, there is something here I found interesting, right? And if I can hit one more time here, I will show you. Up here, it seems like even without the shield, there's no hitbox. All right, there I got hit. But I've been up there before and not gotten a hit or a death on touching the enemy ship. So I'm going to try that here in the first place and see if that actually does things. But first, we have a guide, and the guide explains the things that I explained to you here, which is, number one, you move, either shoot with A, blast with B, don't get hit in the little center, which is the hitbox, and also there is a scoring system, and you can max out your chain for big points, but the shield protects you and also ran the shield into the enemies for big bonus points. Here is the scoreboard, the online leaderboard. I'm currently 102 in the world, so I'm aiming for that top 100. I'm not going to hit anything higher than that, I don't think. You never know, though. Practice, though, right? It's all about practice. Obviously, playing here in Mirror, which is a much larger screen than playing it on the Playdate screen, is an easier affair than playing on the tiny little screen with all of these bullets just going everywhere. Now, when you use the blast, it's great, it's fantastic, but it does make your ship slower when you use it. So, things to know when you're playing through Gun Trails. So right here, just blast and just instant death on that medium-sized ship. But yes, knowing where the enemies will come from and the patterns, and I'm going to get hit more and more. So here, if I just kind of hang out like right here, I'm not going to die. So I would assume at some point they might patch this to where you can't just do this, because this seems like cheating, because that enemy should have a hitbox, and perhaps it does, but I feel like I've definitely been up here, and the only way I've actually beaten this enemy is to sit right here and hold the A button and wait, because I'm doing hits there, eventually, so this should kill me, and it didn't kill me, so now, of course, that I just didn't react fast enough there, but I did beat that mid-boss of sorts, and got a halfway decent score. So again, I don't know, but the big point of catalog releases is that you can get those patches automatically instead of having to manually patch like games on itch.io. So that's, you know, a thing to keep in mind here. But this is only on catalog as far as I know at the moment, so it is one of the most difficult games on Playdate to date, and I do love the shmup genre. Always a good time. Perhaps less so on the bullet hell, that's just, you know, down to personal preference. And there's only so much screen real estate here you can live with. But see, right there, that should have killed me. That should have given me a hit on some form or fashion, and it didn't. So right now, I'm just standing here with 3 hits left and it not getting hit, and this seems like it shouldn't be possible. So I would assume at some point, upon seeing this video, they might patch this particular little exploit, so get it in while you can. Now then, we continue on. I don't know, is there an end of stage boss? I don't know how far the game goes. I don't know how long it is. I would assume, you know, how good are you and how far can you get in that whole thing on your score building, which is what these games kind of are with that. But in the meantime, let's go as far as we can here and hopefully not die with these little guys are just a problem. There, I got one hit left here, and more of these guys, so more blasting. So obviously the gems have the blast get refilled, which is good. And I don't want to get hit by these guys, but I can't. I haven't been this far before, so I'm a little bit nervous now. There we go. Got that, got that, got that. Can we see a boss? Maybe. This is very hectic right now. And I don't want to get hit again. Alright, here we are. I made it on video for the first time. Here comes the boss. And yeah, it's gonna be chaotic to be sure. Because that's a lot of, yeah. Alright, look. I seen it at least. Got a game over. You get the idea. In Gun Trails, out now, on catalog, for a price of $6. I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. More videos right here. Keep on cranking. I'll see you next time. And I'm out.